Okay, good morning. There's no one here, so I just start my class. It's 8:32 a.m. in the morning. Okay, today we're going to discuss about, welcome back to our digital class. This is our fourth class. Today we're going to discuss about K-map or Kano map. But before we start with the Kano map, let's start by discussing our last week's quiz. Here. Last week we discussed about how to simplify a function, a logic function, by using Boolean algebra. Okay. Why do we have to simplify a function? That's because by finding a simpler function, we can implement that function by using a cheaper implementation and also faster system, and also more compact design, because we just need several logic gates compared to lots of logic gates. Okay, now we just going to discuss about quiz number 3 review. Okay, start attempt. Okay, now the first question is, if f is a function of a plus ab, it can be simplified as, okay, but let me just okay, by using just notepad. Let's say in here we have a function of a plus ab. Okay, just like our last discussion, if we want to simplify a function using Boolean algebra, first we need to create the function in a SOP, sum of product. And this is sum of product because it's a sum of two products, A and AB. Okay, after we redesign the function using SOP, then the first thing we need to do is to find in each product if there is a similar variable. For example, in this case, we can find that there is a similar variable between A and AB, which is A. A is the same variable between A and AB. So we can extract the A using the distributive function, distributive law. So it will become 1 plus B. Okay. Then we understand that 1 plus B is actually 1. Everything plus 1 is 1. That's identity law. Now, because 1 plus B is 1, then we have F is A times 1. And A times 1 is A itself, because everything times 1 is A. Sorry, everything times 1 is everything. It's everything itself. So in this case, A times 1 is A. So the answer is E in this case. Okay, the next question. Now we have A times AB. Well, we can redesign this function to become what do you call it, an SOP, but this is actually a very simple function. Then we can just use the commutative law. Remember that in commutative law, we can use something like this. A times A and then times B. Okay. And we understand that A times A is A itself. So it will become A times B. Now, because we have only one product, which is A and B, A times B, then it is already the simplest function. So the answer is D. Now, question number 3. A times A plus B. Sorry. Now, in here, we can redesign the function to become an SOP because this one is POS. Now, by using the distributive flow, sorry about my cough. Okay. By using the distributive flow, we can get something like this. It will become A times A plus A times B. Then, because this one is already sorry, an SOP, then you can find it as A times A is A itself, and then A times B is AB. Now, by using our step-by-step how to simplify the Boolean algebra, how to simplify a function using Boolean algebra, first we need to find if there is a variable, the same variable between its product. As you can see in here, we have A as the same variable. Because A is the same variable between the two products, A and AB, then we can use the distributive flow to take out the A. So it become A 1 plus B. Sorry, 1 plus B. Now it's just the same thing like our the first question in the quiz. So it become A times 1, sorry, because 1 plus B is 1, and then A times 1 is A itself. Okay, so the answer is B. Now, we have A times A plus B, and then plus 1. Sorry. Now, we can try to simplify the function, but actually, by using identity law, we understand that everything times 1 is always 1. So, we can think this product, A times A plus B, as everything. And then everything plus 1 will be 1. Because even though this one is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1. And then if this one is 1, 1 plus 1 is still 1. So the answer is 1. Okay. Now, the last question is F is A plus B and then not. In this case, A plus B not, this one is actually already a simplest form, because we can use the De Morgan's law, but it only become A naught times B naught. It's not simpler, it's the same level with the A plus B naught. So the answer is no, F is already in its simplest form. Okay. Now that's for the third quiz, last week quiz. And today we're going to discuss about how to simplify a function using K-map. Okay. Now, first thing is we're going to discuss about how to build a map truth table into K-map. And then we're going to discuss also how to simplify a function using K-map. And then next week, we're going to discuss about don't care. That's because this topic is actually for this week and next week. Okay. Now, okay, last week we discussed about the Boolean logic, how to implement a Boolean function to become a circuit logic by using AND function to become AND gate, and then addition to become OR gate, and then NOT function to become inverter. Now, last week we also discussed about we have two kinds of how to represent a truth table. First one is by using SOP, and then the second one is by using POS. Okay. Now, we're going to discuss about how to simplify a function, not by using Boolean algebra, but by using something that we call K-map or Carnot map. And in this case, we're going to discuss, we're going to focus by using the SOP, not the POS. Although we can also use the K-map in POS. Okay. Now, last we discussed about how to what is a SOP. First thing is SOP is a sum of product, is a product, and then sum together. Product is a multiplication, sum is addition. So that's why it's called sum of product. Penjumlahan dari beberapa perkalian. Now, in SOP, we understand about the purpose of min term. It's like a identification of, okay, if the input is on this combination 0, 0, 0, then we can call it the output as min term 0. If the input is in combination 0, 0, 1, then we can call the output as min term 1. And then etc. 0, 1, 0, it will become min term 2. 0, 1, 1, the output will become min term 3. 1, 0, 0, the output will become min term 4. 1, 0, 1, the output will become min term 5. 1, 1, 0, the output will become min term 6. And the last one is, if the input is in combination 1, 1, 1, then the output will become min term 7. Okay. And that number of min term 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we can use the number to identify in which min term the output are 0. For example, in this case, there is a truth table, and the output R1 in this combination. Sorry, the output R1 when the input are in this combination. So we can understand that, okay, this one is min term 0, this is min term 1, min term 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can identify that, okay, if we want to represent this in SOP, but only by identifying the output, the active output, then we can show the SOP by using 0, 1, 2, 3, and then 6. All of the members that create the output 1. So we can identify that when the min term is 0, 1, 2, 3, 6, the output are 1. Okay. This is how we represent the truth table by using SOP, and especially by using the min term number. Now, let's try to rearrange the truth table. Sorry. When this is the input and this is the output. When the input is 0 and 0, then we can say that the output is when the X is not and Y is not. Remember, this is SOP. SOP active 1. Now, because X not active, is not active. So that's why we can call this min term as X naught, Y naught. And then the next combination, X is 0 to create X naught, Y is 1. Oh, Y is active now. So this is just Y, not Y naught. And then 1, 0, then X is active, Y is not. 1, 1, both are active. Okay, now, if we want to arrange this to become something like a map, then we can say that this is when the input is Y, this is when the input is X. Y can become 0 and also can become 1. Remember, Y can become 0 or 1. Same thing like X. X could become 0 and could become 1. So this is the input. And each input can become 0 or 1. 0 or 1. And then the value that we're going to put in here is when X is 0 and Y is 0. When X is 0, Y is 0, the min term is X naught, Y naught. X naught, Y naught. And then when X is 0 and Y is 1, then the min term or the output will become X naught, Y. Then 1, 0 is X, Y naught. And then when both X and Y are 1, then the output are XY. Okay, and this is what we call K-map, Karnaugh map. So in Karnaugh map, these are the input and these are the output. Remember that. So this is the input. These are the output. Min term is the output. We can have x naught, y naught, x naught, y, x, y naught, and x and xy. Okay. Now, how can we use K-map for simplification? Remember about this function. Let's say we have x naught, y naught, and x naught, y. This is already in SOP. Then we can identify that, oh, there is a similar variable, which is x naught. So we can take out x naught and by using distributive law, then this will become y naught plus y. Okay? And then remember that y naught plus y always 1. Everything plus its inverse, it will become 1. So it will become x naught times 1. Remember about identity law? And then everything times 1 is everything itself. So it will become x naught. Now, let's try to map this function in K-map. X naught, y naught is, remember, this is x naught, y naught, and then this one is x naught, y. This one is x, y naught, and then this one is xy. This one. And x naught, y naught is this cell. And x naught, y is this cell. So we can identify that, oh, they are in adjacent or in bahasa tetangga. So we can create the identification. Both cell can be identified as this bigger cell, which in this case is x0. So we can identify this block or this bigger block when x is 0. So this identification is x naught. The same. Okay, so that's how we simplify a function by using K-map. We're going to create a bigger block and then try to identify how can we identify this block by using x and y. Another example. Let's try, I have a function which is x naught y plus xy. The same thing, we can identify that, oh, we have the same variable y. So we can take out y and then it will become x naught plus x. Remember, x naught plus x is 1. So it will become y times 1 will become y. And then we can identify by using the K-map, this is x naught y, this is xy. Then we can create a bigger group or bigger block in here. And the identification for this block is when y is 1. So this is y, this is 0, this is 1. And y is 1. So the identification of this block is y. The same. Okay. Now, how about if I have x naught, y naught, this is the block, and then x naught, y, this is the block, and then x, y, this is the block. By using Boolean algebra, we have f is x naught, y naught, plus x naught, y, plus x, y, and this. Now, we can understand that, oh, we have x naught and x naught. So we can take out the x naught to become y naught plus y plus xy. Then it will become x naught, because this one is 1, plus xy. Now we can use the distributive law, but use the distributive law that only works on Boolean. We can use x naught plus x times x naught plus y. X naught plus x is 1. Okay, so it will become only x naught plus y. Now, x naught is this block, and then y is this block. So, by using Boolean algebra, we can simplify the function, and to find the simplest function is x naught plus y. And by using the K-map, we can also simplify the function by creating a bigger group. This is the group, and this is also the group. To become x naught, this is x naught, this one is y. So x naught plus y, because we have two groups, two blocks in this case. Okay. So actually, by using K-map, it will give the process of simplification to become much easier. These are the three variables. We can skip it for today. Now, okay. Now let's try to now let's try another example. Now let's say I already have a K-map, but in this case, I'm using A and B instead of X and Y. A is the input, where the input can become 0 or 1. B is the input, where the input can become 0 or 1. And the output is like this. Now, first we need to identify which cells are 1. Okay, this is the cell that are 1. Now, this is the cell that are 1. Now, can we create a big group? Yes, which is this one. So this is the bigger group. Now, how can we identify this group? The identification is by column wise, which in this case, the identification is when B is 0. So the simplest function is B not. Another example. A and B, A can become 0 or 1, B can become 0 or 1. Now we have this one. Now we try to find which cell are active. Okay, this one is active, this one is also active. Can we create a bigger block? Yes, of course. The bigger block. Okay, now can we identify this block? Yes. The identification is row wise, which is when A is 1. Because when A is 1, it will cover all this block. So the simplest function is A, because A is 1. Now another example. A, B, 0, 1, 0, 1. And then let's try this one. Okay, this one is active. And this one is also active. Can we create a bigger group? Yes. This is the bigger group. Can we identify this block, this bigger group? Yeah, identification is this column. And this column is when B is 1. So the simplest function is when B is 1. Now, how about this KMAP? Yes, this one is active, this one is active. Can we create a bigger group? Yes, this is the bigger group. Can we identify this bigger group? Yes. The identification is when A is 0. So the function is A not. Okay. Now, how about if we create 3 inputs now for the variable? Because in this case, we only have 2 input, A and B. Now we're going to have A, B, and C. Because A, B, C, that means we have 3 inputs. 3 input will create 8 combination, 2 power of 3. So we're going to create something like this, A and then BC. A is could become 0 and 1. B, C could become 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, and 1, 0. But there are 2 numbers in here. That's because this will represent B, this will represent C. This will represent B when 0, this will represent C when 1, this will represent B when 1, this will represent C when 1, this will represent B when 1, and this will represent C when 1. But how come the sequence is like this? Why not become like this? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1. Now, we have one rule in creating the K-map. The adjacent of row or column can only one variable change. For example, like this. This and this are adjacent, tetangga. This is B, this is C. This is B, and this is C. As we can see from 0, 0 and 0, 1, B stays 0, the same, but only C change 1 and 0. So, because they are adjacent, we have to make sure that only one variable change. So that's why this will comply to the rule. But In this case, this is B and this is C. The problem is B changed, C also changed. This will against the rule of adjacency. So in adjacent, if the row or column, the one rule is only one variable change. So this will not work. But in this case, B is 0, C is 1. B is 1, C is 1. Sorry, this is B and this is C. And because they are adjacent, and we can check that, oh, only B changed. But C still the same, 1. How about this and this? Okay, B stays the same, which is 1. C is the one who changed from 1 to 0. So this still comply with the rule. Okay, so this is how we create the K-map. Now let's say the output is like this: 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now, first we need to check which cell are active. Okay, this one is active, this one is active, this one is active, this one is active. Okay, we have 4 cells. Can we create a bigger group? Yes, of course. We can create it something like this. Okay. Can we create bigger group? Yes, this bigger group. Okay, can we make much bigger group? No, because we already cover all the active cell. Okay, so how can we identify this block? By using row-wise, are all cell when A is 0 aktif? Apakah semua sel pada saat A0 aktif? No, because this one is not active. So we cannot use this identification. We cannot use row identification. We can only use column identification. Okay, so this block happen when B is 0 and C also 0 for this block, and then B is 0 and C is 1. What are the same things between these two combinations? This is the same thing, which is B 0. So the identification is when B is 0, because when B is 0, it will cover all this block. So the simplest function is B not when B is 0. Okay, so let's try it again. This is A, this is B, C, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. So this is B not, and this is B. And then this are not A, and this is A. So all these 4 block is A not, and the bottom block is A. And how about C? C is 1 is on this location. And then this is C naught and also C naught. Because this is happen when C is 0 and C is 0. Now we have another rule for the K-map. The second rule is think about the K-map is like a globe. So this part or this side of the K-map is actually connected to each other. It's like a globe. And also this side of the K-map is actually connected to the bottom layer here. So think of it like a globe. So that's why this part or this side is actually the same like this side. So we can have this bigger block as C naught. Okay. Okay. Next, this is the three variable. We will discuss the three variable. That's the same thing. Then, okay, what's the no, I don't know. Okay. How about if we just try the exercise? Now, like this. Now we have four input, A, B, C, and D. As we can see in here, AB 0, 0. Let me try to, okay, I'm supposed to open it with, let's open it by using Paint. Now, this one. Okay, it's too big. We have AB 0, 0, and it will be 0, 1, and 1, 1, or 1, 0. Now, the first thing to do is to find the active cell. Okay, this is the active cell, 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 and this one. Can we create a big group? Yes. This one, for example. Can we make a bigger group? Yes, of course. This is the bigger group. Can we make bigger? Yes. We can create this bigger group. Can we make bigger? No, because the rest of the cell are 0. It's not active. So this is our group. Can we identify this one? Yes. It's column wise because it's active on all columns. This column and this column. But the identification is when D is 1. Not by using C, but by using only D, which is by when D is 1. So the simplest function is D. Okay, now Okay, now let's try to for variable. Now, in for example like this, we have 2 power of 4 or 16 cells. A, B, C, D, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Now, which cell are active if the function is A? Let's say is A. A is this and this one. So this one is A. And the rest are not active. Okay. F is A not. Then this is the one are active. Okay, how about B now or C? C is and this one. So it will become like this. This is C. And the rest are 0. Now how about C naught? C naught is this one and this one. So this one is the cell that are active and the rest is 0, not active. Okay, so this is A and C. Either A or A naught and C or C naught. Now how about if we combine A and C? So this is A and this is C. So if the simplest function is A and C, then it will be the intersection between this group and this group. So this is the case. And the rest are 0. Like this. So this is the group for A, C. How about A not C? This is A not. This is C. So the intersection is in this one, in this cell. So this is F A not C. Okay. Now let's take another example. Now by using B and D. A, B, C, D, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. B. B is active on this row. So it will become like this. And the rest are 0. So this is B. How about B naught? B naught is in this row and in this row. So it becomes something like this. So this is B naught. Now D. F D. D is active on this location and sorry, this location. Sorry. I think I forgot something. This is C and this is also C. Yeah, that's correct. So D is active on this, so it will become like this. This is D. And the rest are 0. So this is D. And how about D naught? Sorry. Accidentally click the share button. And then how about D naught? D naught or D0 is on this location. So it will become like this. This one is D. Now, how can we combine B and D? Let's say in which cells the simplest function is B D naught. Okay, this one is B, and this one is D naught. And the intersection is this and this. The intersection between B and D naught. So this one is 1 and the rest. So this is B D naught. Now let's try to create our rule now, because we have already discussed several example. Now, let's say how to simplify F using K map. First one is assume that the K map is already designed, or if not, then the first thing is create the K map. Remember, in creating the K map, in adjacent row or column, okay, I think better to just write how to simplify function using K map. Okay, first thing is to create the K map itself. Remember, adjacent row or column only one variable change. Okay, now What is the second step? Identify the active cell. And then create a bigger group from active cells with the rule the first rule is the number of cells must be 2 power of n. Remember, in this case, take for example like this. The number of cells in a group must be either only 1 cell, or 2 cells, or 4 cells, or 8 cells. This is an example of 8 cells. And this is an example of 4 cells. And this is an example of 2 cells. So there are no group with a cell with 3 cells only. There is no group with 3 cells. There is no group with 5 cells. There is no group with 6 cells. There is no group with 7 cells. Only 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, or 2 power of n. Okay, that's the rule number 1 to create the group. Then the group must create a block perpendicular or square. So it could be perpendicular or segi 4, or it could be square like this, or like this. This is square. Okay. Now identify the group by using row wise or column wise. It could be A, or it could be AB, or it could be AB naught, or it could be A naught B, etc. And remember, bigger group means simpler function. For example, like this. Actually, we can identify this big group to become 2 smaller group, this and this. So in this case, we have B C naught. This one is B C naught, and this one is B C. So we can create, we can identify that the function is BC naught plus BC. But we are already aware that this can be simplified again by using Boolean algebra, for example, to become only B. So this is actually the simplest form. How can it become the simplest form compared to this? That's because by using F is B, then we don't have to use a logic gate. But in this case, we need to have OR gate, because BC naught plus BC, and then we need 2 AND gate to multiply B and C naught and B and C. And also we need another inverter, which is to create C node. Okay. Now, we conclude our today discussion by creating the rule how to simplify function using Kmap. The first thing is create the Kmap itself. Remember how to create a Kmap. The adjacent row or column, only one variable can change. And then identify the active cell. If we are using SOP, then the active cell is 1. But if you are using POS, then the active cell is 0. Then create a bigger group from those active cells. With the rule, the number of cells must be 2 power of n. It could be 1, it could be 2 cells, it could be 4 cells, it could be 8 cells, it could be 16 cells, etc. As long as it's 2 power of n. And then the group must create a block. So we cannot simplify. Let's say I have like this 1, 1, 1, 1, and then let's say 1, 1, 1, 1, and then this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So why don't we just create the bigger group like this? No, it won't work. Why? Because we cannot identify the row wise and column wise. So we need to create as a 2 group, this and this. Then we can identify the group. So that's why the group must create a block. Block means perpendicular, like this, or a square, like this. Then identify the group by using row-wise or column-wise, by using the variable, the input variable. Okay, and remember, bigger group means simpler function. Okay, any questions so far? If not, then why don't we just try to explore the last year mirror exam. Okay. Oh, 2020. That's online. So suppose I think this one. Yeah, this one. Test. Okay. Let's try to find out the Kmap question. Okay, this one, but it actually already has a don't care, so we're going to skip that one. Okay, so we don't have a question from here. How about the 2018? Okay, no, not this one. No. Okay, but only one question, this one, because there is no don't care. Oh, there is another one. Okay, let's try to discuss this function first. Oh, but there is a don't care here, but so we're going to skip this one. So we're going to only discuss this one. We have a function with 3 input, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and K. So, okay. This one is G, and this one is H and K. G could only be 0 or 1. H and K could be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, and 1, 0. Now, G naught, H, K naught. G naught is this one. H is this one. And K naught is this one. So, it will identify this cell, which is G naught, H, K naught. Okay. Now, G naught, H naught, K naught. So, all of them are 0, 0, 0, 0. This is the one. So, this is the one. Now, G, H, K, all of them are 1. So, this is the one. Okay, and then G naught, H. Okay, G naught is this, and H. H is this and this. And H. This is the cell that are G naught and H. Now H cannot. H, this is H, and cannot. This is cannot. So this is the one. H cannot. 1 and also 1. And then the rest are 0. So this is the K-map. Now, which cell are active? This is the cell. This is active, 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 active. So can we create a group? Yes, this is a group. Sorry, let's try to use another color. Okay, so this is the group. How about this one? Should we create only alone by itself? Yes, it could be, but it will be much simpler if we combine this cell with this. Remember that this side and this side is actually adjacent. So actually connected together. So this is adjacent with this. Okay, so now let's identify the group. This is column wise and happen when H is 1. So the simple fraction is H for that group. And then this group is happen when G is 0. And then K is 0. So the answer is H plus G0, K0. That's it. Okay. Okay, any questions so far about K-map?
Sorry, sir. I
Yes,
get confused about finding the result.
this
H
one?
plus, yes, sir.
Which one?
Uh,
The
I, I get confused to find the result, sir.
okay.
The H, yeah.
How about identifying the group? No question?
No, no, sir.
Okay. Okay, so step back from here. So this group with the 4 cells can be identified as H, right? And then this group with 2 cells can be identified when G is 0, so G naught, and also K is not, so K naught. So now we have 2 groups, H and G naught, K naught. Because this one is SOP, we just try to add. So it will become H plus G naught, K naught. That's it, Jaka. because this
Oh,
one is SOP. We just need to add all of the group. So H add G0 K0. Okay. Okay, let's say for example like this. I have a K-map. Let's say A, B, C, D, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Okay, I'm typing too fast. And then I have something like this. This is active. And then this one active. And the rest not active. Okay. So now identify the group. This is the group. And this is also another group. So we have two groups now. How can we identify this group? Is when A is 0, A naught, and when C is 1, C. Because the row identification is when A is 0, and for the column identification is when C is 1. So A 0, C 1, A 0, C 1. By using SOP, this means A is not active, C is active. So it becomes A not C. And then how about this group? The identification is when B is 1, row-wise. So B is 1, and for the column identification is when C is 1. C is 1. So it becomes B, C. Because N is multiplication. And then, because this one is SOP, the simplest function is A naught C plus BC. Okay, this is for example. Okay, Jaka?
okay, sir. Thank you.
Any other question? Don't worry, because next week we still discussing about K-map, but you need to do the quiz for your attendance and also for the score, because quiz will be calculated for grade 35% mid-exam, 35% final exam, 20% daily quizzes, and 10% assignment. So next week we're going to discuss about our assignment using the Tinkercad. Okay, but today you need to do the quiz number 4 because the due date is today at midnight. Okay, if you are still confused about K-map, don't worry, because quiz number 4 is actually asking about how to simplify function by using K-map. Something like this. First, create the group. Second, identify the group. This and this. That's all. Okay. Now this one is for next week because there is a don't care in here. Okay. Now, how about one more thing? How about one more example? We can try this one. This one is actually now open with paint. Okay. By using red and then big size. Okay. Now, this is active, 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 active. Can we create big group? Yes. Let's try to start from here. How can we create bigger group? Okay, we can create by using this. Can we make it bigger? Yes, actually, because this side is actually adjacent to this side. So we can create bigger group like this. So this is our group. Okay, do we have another active cell that is not in the group? Yes, it's still not in the group. Can we create a bigger group? Yes, this is the group. Do we have all active cell covered? Yes. Semua sel yang benar satu yang aktif sudah masuk grup. So, next we need to identify the group. This group, the standing one, there is no row wise because it's active on all rows. Active, 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 but only on this row and this row. And on both row, identification is when D is 1. So this is D. Now, how about the second group? How can we identify this group? The identification is not column-wise, but row-wise, which is when B is 0. So this one is B naught. So the function is B naught plus D. Okay, just another example. Then I think that's it for today. There's no question, but if you have any question, then you can just ask the question to the WhatsApp group. Okay. So thank you and goodbye, and don't forget to do the quiz number 4. Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Jaka, Aldi, Kemal.
Ya, thank you, sir.
Bye.